Doubles and coffee. Saddam Hussein last night in Sawa, Barataria, labeled Keith Christopher Rowley as an expired prime minister. And I could tell you that's the best label, because finally people are fed up. Imagine he coming to talk sometime. I ain't gonna bother to even tell you the time, because nobody's interested in what Keith Christopher Rowley has to say. He has led this country for 8.5 years and has brought about the biggest failure, complete total failure in national security, hitting record amounts of murders 2018, 2019, 519 into 539, then putting Fitzgerald Ethelbert, sleepy narcolepsy, ride a horse with a little boy and wine on his K-Pax while men look on. Up to 614, 585, all under Keith Christopher Rowley. He dismantled every bit of machinery, technology that we have. We don't even have CCTV cameras. He selected his own commissioner of police, two of them, two complete failures, because he didn't like a man. And he went by the Paula May Weeks, the president, and encouraged her to misbehave in public office and go against the Constitution, Section 123(4), and force Bliss Sipasa to misbehave in public office. All illegal acts to handpick his commissioner of police. A whole police service commission collapsed. He appointed his next one with two known staunch PNM stalwarts on it. And now he pretending he coming to deal with Erla. He just renewed Erla. He select Erla. Erla is him. Erla is PNM. PNM is Erla. Nobody's interested. Rowley's an expired prime minister. And then they just come to throw out numbers. Oh, when you get flood out and you don't know who flood, how much flood, what damage, how much crops, where you get flood, who house, foundation, mash up, what? He just come and say, well, we'll give 25 million. And he throw numbers out wild, willy-nilly. Now he come to say, 100 million for crime fight. Where? And he like to call me Mr. Life Sport. Yes, I'm proud to be Mr. Life Sport. Life Sport was a brilliant, intelligent, creative program that got down into the nitty-gritty of why our young urban youth across the country were going the wrong way, the lack of opportunities, the lack of understanding, the lack of parenting. And it put people in place, hundreds, thousands of citizens, to deal with these young fellas who are actively involved in crime. Over 2,678 of them. There was an organizational structure, a director, assistant director, account officer, HR, psychologists, counselors across the board, an org structure of at least 60 people, citizens of qualified, who were paid to deal with these young men, to instill in them some discipline, to analyze, to identify talent, and so on. They were national heroes and sports captains from all across Trinidad and Tobago, in every nook and cranny, to interact with these boys every day. They got 2 meals per day, and they went, and during that time of life sport, murders went down below 400. You want to attack life sport, Rowley, because you don't like money going down on the ground. You don't like the pie being shared to the most vulnerable. You like the rich to get richer. Let me just tell you, when he come to tell you about 100 million, 100 million for what? Ex-soldiers and what to do. You don't even understand the ground. The young people who are actively involved in crime have had bad experiences with authority, with police, with army. They've been beaten, they've been battered, their houses have been shut up, kicked down, and so on. They don't get involved in programs where police and army are the main proponents of the program, because they just don't trust. So you have to get other people, guidance counselors, sociologists, doctors, sports heroes, footballers, captains, people who understand them, who they could build some trust with. And it was in over life sport. Look at life sport across the country. Rowley just come to ball $100 million to do what? Where? Look at these. I can't read out all Bagatelle, Barataria, Carapo, Carenage, Cocorit, Covin Road, Enterprise, 4 Roads, La Roqueta, La Romaine, Mount Dor, Malabar, coming down the line. And look at some of the people who are interacting every day, every week, 5 days a week, 8 hours a day with these individuals, teaching them to put down the gun, to get the labor force away from the gangs, because the school system, the education system had failed them, the cultural system had failed them, the sporting system was failing them. So they were on the street. We didn't even know. They have no ID, they have no bank accounts. They just here existing on the rock without being educated, without being raised, without parenting. And that's what live sport is. So call me Mr. Live Sport. Rowley, you are an expired Prime Minister coming to just say, oh, I'm going to spend 100 million. How? Where? Why? Live Sport was created and used the information from the Selwyn Ryan report. And public servants in the ministry took the time to analyze and inject surgically investment into the young people, and effects were seen in the 2 years of Live Sport. Out of the 2,678 participants, only 2 died in violence and so on. While that's still too many, what can Rowley say now? All that Rowley can say is it's too. All that he does is too. Fitzgerald Hines is too. But let me read some of the names of the people who were in Live Sport. I'm proud to be Mr. Live Sport. Look at it all here. All the science, all the information. Let's read some of them. Julius Edwards, Kerry Batiste, national footballer. Kim Kwashi coming down the line. Reynold Carrington, former national football captain. All of these people, Russ Russell, paid to take care of our people to every day to inspire them. You have Kerwin Jemot, national footballer. Kendall Velox, St. Lucia Caribbean national footballer. Jason Sandy, Bevan Julian, Alistair Ramdu, Ricardo Cornwall, Nigel Neil Henry, big defender. Dale Saunders, national player. Sean D'Souza, Miguel Patti, cricket. Robert Cyril, Casey Latapine, Nikosi James, Cedric Hazelwood. All of these people earning a salary to work hard, to inspire, to identify talent, to make the young people stop crime, stop criminal activity. Rowley, Mr. Live Sport. I am Mr. Live Sport. Use Mr. Dunce, Mr. Expired Prime Minister, Mr. Useless, Mr. Pathological Liar, Mr. Pathological Serial Horner Man, Mr. Idiot who nobody wants to hear. 100 million to do what? Here's somebody named Kevin Collins, Kevin Cornwall, Azad Ali, Ronald Primus, Nigel Cooper, Nevick Dinoon, Tasha St. Louis. All of these national heroes were working to solve the criminal problem, to stop young people from committing crime across the board. You want to talk? What are you coming to do? 100 million? 100 million to do what, Rowley? Rowley, you are an expired Prime Minister. Resign. That's what people want to hear. Come out of the office. You're a disgrace. You're embarrassing mama pool.